From 1993, I've been importing these Japan exclusive spin fighters. We got a couple in the US, but they have a lot more sets in Japan. Got some Final Fight Charabobatti. That's what they call the spin fighters in Japan. I'm gonna see if I have like a full set here. I've got the guidebook here, so we can see if I have a full set of Final Fight and Mighty Final Fight, which actually came out more like the 93 is what the set is based off of, as well as like the first game. So we'll see if we got all the characters or not. I hope so. I've just kind of been collecting these. I don't really know too much about some of the series, but there are a few things I know, like Masked Rider and of course Super Mario. So there are 12 in the set. I don't know what I have here exactly. Let's see if we have a full one. Got another little pack of them here too, just in case. I don't think there's 12 there, so hopefully whatever I'm missing is in this pack too. Japan Retro Imports here, so let's see what we got. So this is how they would kind of come, probably like a cheaper, small amount of yen to get one of these just in a little box. And we got the Spin Fighter inside. Actually some English on here. This one does just say Final Fight. So it's kind of like either the arcade one or like the Super Nintendo version. Of course we got Mike Hagar, pro wrestler and mayor. Kinda predicted that one, didn't they? So I'm gonna have to just open these up, I think, so we can get a closer look. Yes, it might be better to keep them in the little packaging, but I'm here showing them to you, so I gotta open up so you can take a look. So I have this little fuzzy bit there, kind of make them all fancy and presentable. We have like this teal metal color, so that's kind of unique for these. Usually they're just kind of either in gold or like a dark metal. And again with the Japan ones, they unscrew like this. The US ones I think just had plastic jammed onto the end for the bottom part of the top. These are the spinning tops that you can do a little fight with. But a closer look at the prismatic Hagar there. Looking nice. Let's crack another one here. Here we actually have Mighty Final Fight represented. You can kind of see that like big-headed chibi style of the NES game version. And I believe this is Guy. I didn't really get to play Final Fight games growing up. I didn't have like Super Nintendo and I never got the NES game. I was kind of a Streets of Rage guy. Obviously it seems like it borrowed heavily from Final Fight. Let's see what's next. Another Mighty Final Fight Guy in a different pose, which these always had like a little bit different poses. Wish they would have just did more characters from it, but there's a lot of repeats that we'll see. Same character, different kind of picture. I think a few of these are like the direct pixel picture when you're picking your character from the NES Mighty Final Fight. So that's a pretty cool choice. Here we have another Hagar, but this is the Mighty Final Fight version with the big, cartoonier, chibi head there. Different color background, at least they're mixing it up a little bit. Again, the repeat characters. And what you might start to notice here as we go through these, repeats of the heroes, and then there's not really bad guys, possibly. So it kind of is weird, having them fight. I mean, you're supposed to put them in the launchers and kind of shoot them, have them see which one's left standing. Kind of makes it more for like the collection of the pictures and the little pieces than the fighting, because there's not like rivals that would be fighting each other, So I'm not sure the Japanese name, but I think this is Jessica, which is usually who you're saving in the earlier Final Fight games. I assume she probably became a playable character at some point. Interesting and very fierce picture of her on here, though. Oh, but there it says Final Fight 2. Well, I guess this is Maki, playable in Final Fight 2, so I guess we don't get Jessica as one of them. Alright, so the downside of the names being in Japanese but the game title being in English there. That explains why she looks pretty badass in the picture. He's a playable kick-ass character there. That's the problem with not being familiar enough with these. We got another Maki here, I do believe. A little bit different pose there, different color background. Interesting that one set is covering so many different versions of the game. I guess the Hagar did say Final Fight 2, so they're Final Fight 2 / Mighty Final Fight in the set. So we got two Makis. I know you kind of want to say holographic for this effect that they put on the stickers, but I kind of looked it up and researched it. It's called prismatic. Just where it's very reflective with the light, kind of doing these little mini rainbow bits. So we had Guy before, so I'll assume this is Cody, the other dude. Blonde-haired dude. Well, this is the Mighty Final Fight version, so he's a little big-headed and chibi looking. Capcom really did a lot of deals with this, but I mean Bandai, pretty closely knit there with toys and stuff for him. Plus it's had launchers exclusive as well, and this one didn't have its own launcher with like Mighty Final Fight or something logo on it. Nothing like that, but they did get a unique metal color, so they got that deal to stand out at least. Here is a slightly different Hagar pose for Mighty Final Fight, little cartoonier looking there. Jumbo stash. I'll say as of right now, not looking great for a complete set, but looking good for a complete Mike Hagar set, so that'll be something at least with inside the set. Ah, yes indeed. The fourth and final Mike Hagar from Final Fight 2. So he's got two Mighty versions and then two from Final Fight 2. Guess he's the main dude, because I don't think any other character has 4 of them in this set, so he's the man. Oh, so here we get a little insight here, 300 yen marked on here. So $2-ish equivalent. I mean, that's being very general and basic with that one. Just to give an approximation of the price. Who is this guy? Final Fight 2. Carlos. I don't know, I ain't never heard of no Carlos. But I guess that's the 3 characters. We don't have Cody and Guy. We got Maki and Carlos with Mike Hagar, so makes sense for the set that you've got the 3 there, and then got the Mighty Final Fight versions. I suppose that's a good way to cover, you know, all the characters you could possibly do. I don't know, this guy seems like pretty pompous looking to me. Just the last one. I think it's another Carlos. A little lighter colored hair. Looks darker in this one to me. Now I can't read Japanese too well. Looks like the same character, so I suppose this is the 2 Carloses from the set. Carlos, everybody's favorite Final Fight 2 character? No, it was Maki, of course. That's everybody's favorite character. Okay, we got the guidebook here. Here's the set. Looking this over, we got the 4 Mike Hagars, 2 Makis, 2 Carloses. I think where we have failed here is we got the 2 different guys from Mighty Final Fight, but I just have 1 Cody. So there's 1 dang Cody one that I have to get to have a full set. Now it seems to be the story with these. I'm just kind of getting random lots or whatever people are selling, like trying to get these. So it's a little difficult. So looking for my missing Cody. Whoa. Very sad. Couldn't complete it. A little frustrating. By the way, never listen to your opponent. There'll be a lot of talk. Don't listen to their competitive boastings there. This is a little advice for doing your Spin Fighter matches there. Pretty handy book. I might show it off sometime. Haven't shown it too much. This is like my little secret weapon here for collecting these. And it is in Japanese, but I mean, we have the technology, we can translate it. Darn, not a complete set, but the quest continues. Look out for that one last missing one. Plenty of other Spin Fighter stuff here. I usually just review 90s action figure stuff, but once in a while I get some cool, strange toy stuff that I like to look at here just because it's fun. And I'm collecting it. That's what I like to show here, stuff I collect. So if that's a time period you want to see more stuff of, this is the place to be. Might want to check out the Super Mario set. You might be familiar more with that. I have a whole playlist of Spin Fighter stuff actually going over it. Or if you just want to see some nostalgic action figure stuff, pretty solid option too. That's what I mostly do here. Hoping to see you in that next video.